Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Pokemon Sleep. Let's head in and check out last night's sleep research as week 1 of Suicune research comes to a close, and the next week begins. I didn't feel like I slept all that well last night. Feel a little under-rested. Still a full 100 sleep score, but I just did not quite feel that good out of that. Not sure why. And getting true balanced. Well, that's certainly the day that you want that to show up. $137 million drowsy power to end the week. Full group of spawns. A lot of 1-stars. So let's see who shows up. So we got Quagsire back atop Belly. We've got Quaxley, Metapod, Blastoise, Totodile, Vaporeon. Lots of water types today. Meowth, Sylveon, and Ghastly. 2 evolutions. Alright, let the game catch up with that. So, no new sleep styles. But that's fine. And a couple of hungry Pokemon, alright. Okay. Well, I'm still in search of a good Totodile. So, just make this a nice and easy critical catch. Same result, I guess. Should also check. We got the other bundles up there as well. The last chance bundles. And you get a biscuit pack, alright. I can dig it. Let's see. Well, I wouldn't mind getting some work in on Quaxley. And a big hit there, too. Alright. I will take it. Alright. I would love to be able to take more of these home to be able to take advantage of the fact that there's a couple of level 1 friendship for some of these. But because they're not hungry, I'm gonna bow out from there. And I think Quagsire is still a good... I mean, Wooper is still the newest in there, so I feel okay using that. 72 mains from this research, so that's a good healthy chunk. and hopefully this week get another rank up. Alright, let's check some stats. Modest nature, Totodile. Sausage across the board. Dream Shard bonus, skill level up. Ingredient Finder, skill trigger, and inventory up. With ingredient finding up, but speed of help down. Unfortunately, not really what I'm looking for. I mean, I'll eventually plug it in the calculator, see where it pops out, but without berry finding or helping bonus, and speed of help down, makes it a real difficult sell. And a timid nature, Quaxley. And this one's got soybean leek soybean. So not the ingredient spread that I'm looking for either. Berry finding, inventory up. Ingredient finding, inventory up. Helping speed. With speed of help down. Yeah, that's my luck. It's also not exactly what I'm looking for. That's alright. Sometimes that happens. We've still got another 6 days left in the event exchange, so not worried about that. Gonna pick up some more sleep points. And I did make sure to reset my game this morning. So there shouldn't be any nonsense when moving through the weekly report. And the last chance bundles are also available, so you've got all of the bundles available to you if you've been holding out. Oh, this is a new screen. The experience you gain from this sleep research will now be put towards other area sleep research. The 5% area bonus will be divided and shared with other areas. Thanks, Snorlax. Thank you for a great week of snoozy studies. "60 weeks. Did not end up getting to Master 16. Was about a quarter of the way short, and with basically dinner had to be extra tasty in order to do it, so I elected to keep my ingredients instead and hold on to it for this week. Overall grade of S. Pretty much very nice and consistent week. That's wonderful to see. So now, it did tell me that it spread it across. So yeah, I'm going to be starting Lapis Lakeside with 1%. Snowdrop Tundra is 57%. I do enjoy that they're at least making sure folks are aware. Taupe Hollow, 57%. Cyan Beach is already full, so it basically went 2-2-1. So then, through another week, they'll probably be in very similar situations. But for this week, Cyan Beach is going to be the research site. It's going to have a better chance of seeing water-type Pokemon, which is still really what I'm searching for. The area bonus is already maxed out, so there isn't any worry that I'm not going to be able to get the gains. And it's a fun change of pace of then being on Greengrass. So we will move there. Pull down some additional data. And we get greeted by our green Snorlax friend. Wow, this is certainly surprising. This Snorlax is bigger than usual. Maybe Suicune's activity has influenced Snorlax. Yes, it will. Desserts and drinks, which is interesting that we've got the wiki and one of those terrible with the berry names, but a little bit of a different lineup of berries for desserts and drinks. Some more diamonds from today's rewards stamp. And yes, I slept in a little bit, or at least laid out in bed a little bit, so the good camp ticket has ended for this week. We're going to start another one. Alright, so week 2's missions, getting to Master 5 will get us 20, 30, and 40 incense respectively. We're going to use some candies this week, stick to bedtime, and cook. Our weekly incense is Squirtle, so we can actually cash that in if there happens to be a Suicune deficient day to help get some more water spawns. And we got a 266 candy use. So we got a nice action-packed week. New inventory has been added. So we've got all 3 of the different biscuits, as well as the lower cost incense. Okay. No additional news. 40 reports from the community. Great to see. That translated to 12 mains. A little bit on the lower side for today. And that's okay. Maybe some other folks are sleeping in like I am too. Before we make any adjustments to the team, the focus for desserts is corn, oil, and milk. So some will stay, and we'll have to make a couple of adjustments in order to get the rest of those ingredients. I'm just populating the skill triggers here. So actually we'll probably end up capping out. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to need to make some room. Just because I do want to collect some of these other ingredients before some of these Pokemon go away. Okay. So with that squared away, gonna actually go over to the Cyan Beach team, which is already pretty well set for for cooking desserts and drinks on Cyan Beach from the last time that I was here. but I'll have to make the adjustment from Walrein being our berry collector to our 83% for alligator. And because I'll also need some additional help with the oil, does mean that I will need Wigglytuff will be helpful in getting the extra bit of oil that I will need to cook. Alligator could also help if I got it to 60, but that's a big stretch. That's gonna take a very long while. So unfortunately, it does mean that there's only really 2 water types on the team this week in order to facilitate that. But just for ha-has, I'd also like to see who we've got from the favorite berry category. Who may be also helpful. Yeah, if I needed a lot of cocoa, I would definitely be just fine. But it does appear that I do have a team already put together that's pretty well geared towards being able to make that dish consistently. And yes, I do want to use this team. Yes, because I do need Wigglytuff for the oil. And that's the only reason that Sylveon isn't going to get put on the team. Alright, it's getting from Ultra 2. Before I cook, this is also going to be where I'm going to use my additional good camp ticket for this week. And before I forget, I'm going to have a visit from Suicune tomorrow. Alright. And with that, I can cook some breakfast and call it a morning. Actually, hold on to some of that cocoa. I do have quite a lot of corn to get through. Hey! Alright. Well, I didn't get it for dinner, but I will take a banger of a breakfast. And then that gets us to level 59 on Explosion Popcorn. So now I just got to get through. I may end up capping out Explosion Popcorn this week. So that's exciting. And that takes us to Ultra 4. Not as explosive as the beginning as it was from Green Grass. But still, it's a great start to the day. Do enjoy the extra little springs popping up around the map here. That's cute. All right. And since I do have a little bit of time, this also is a good opportunity to see if there is any. I got a couple of Pokemon to check stats on. Let's see. So Sylveon and Beware are both in really good spots. Oh, I forget to check that every now and then. So now Sylveon finally has a good night ribbon. So that's helpful. So it will have an additional carry limit. Larvitar is finally in a perfect position to evolve. Yeah, if I needed ginger, that would actually work. You're getting dark berries, but don't need that right this second. Yeah, it looks like I actually need to mark out some more Pokemon that are worthwhile to dump some resources into. But it does look like at least this Gengar I've got enough to take advantage of at least using the amount of candies that I need. Is there anybody else? There's no big events coming up either that are like big obvious uses of particular Pokemon. We do have Halloween coming up next month. Thank you for your patience while I kind of figure this out live. Also, sort. This might also help to figure out anywhere that I'd like to spend some resources. Because the thought did cross my mind of this week of heading into Cyan, if it was the more traditional configuration, to just set it up with just Squirtles and just make Squirtles and a Suicune. Alright, no additional ribbons popped up. But okay. I was thinking that this also is a good opportunity to also see, because once I get through this week, effectively Snowdrop Tundra is cleared for me. This may just be the time that yeah, let's do that. Pump up Primate's power. And yes, 30 research power points away from the 10,000 recommended start. And there's our 266 candies. A little bit to Primate, a little bit to Gardevoir. And now that goal has been reached. So after Suicune wraps up, I can finally start in on Lapis Lakeside. With its 1% bonus. I'll pick up another 50 Suicune mains. And a Dream Cluster and 15 diamonds. Looks like also got a medal. 10 Pokemon to level 40. A medium handy candy. That will be helpful. Especially with the Ralts, Stuffle, and just realized I might have accidentally killed the audio for... I'm sorry. Not on top of my game today, so I do apologize. Anyway. Sitting pretty with 404 mains. We'll see once I get through the Suicune spawns through the week, kind of how things are going, since I'm just planning on spending through until I get through the remainder of my Master Biscuits. But I'm gonna wrap it there. Sorry this wasn't as usually as good as I like them to be. It's a strong reminder of getting good rest to make sure you have a good time. So, thank you for putting up with my nonsense today. I will be back tomorrow for some more sleep research and hopefully get a much better night's rest today. Hope your first week wrapped up well. Let me know how your second week starts down in the comments below, and I'll see you back tomorrow for some more. But until then, sleep well.